All right. So we suffered through the left side already, trying to figure it out so that we can do the right side a little bit smoother. We are installing our 74 weld portals. Super excited. So first we are going to take this guy out, our speed sensor.
Yep.
And get it out of the way.
And the instructions say to swap the sides, and that doesn't apply to the new portals because the speed sensors go up front, and I guess Ford can tell that the direction is going a certain way, and so it's not just a matter of measuring pulses, it's actually measuring direction too, so that's kind of impressive.
First things first.
Pop the tie rod off.
Let's do it. All right.
And then we're not going to be reusing these tie rods.
Nice little claw hammer.
Always use a claw hammer.
We're not gonna bang it
Yeah,
up
just
there.
pop at the bottom.
What do you know? It works.
Holy crap.
Wow. All right. Next, let's go ahead and get this big
Brake line?
bud. Oh, yes. Brake line. We're gonna pinch the brake line. There we go.
We'll try to minimize how much fluid we lose, even though you're not going to reuse this factory brake line. It'll actually be all taken off.
Gonna use a 13. I like that couple that tells you what sizes they use.
No wild horses or... No, that's not it. That's somebody else.
Yeah, what's their name?
Dustin is his name.
Anyway, they're awesome. They tell you what sizes to use for everything. All right.
So make sure we don't lose the banjo bolt, because we will reuse that.
Okay, so there's that. And then for the top one, you're gonna use a 10 millimeter. And a little trick from that couple, actually. So you put it back.
No,
So
we're
you
not
don't-
going to be reusing it, but
But we know where it's at.
yes.
And it's a good habit to get into, even if you're not going to use it. Okay, now.
Was that 18 millimeter for the caliper? Pretty sure. So now that the tie rod's off, we can turn this as we need. Make it easier to get to those. And we're fresh out of shop towels.
All right. Okay. Are we set with this one?
No.
No. Because you're going to need a swivel.
Caliper.
That's heavy.
Cover your impact and brake fluid. Still no word back from Northridge on that. But we'll look at that later. Those on the bottom. Is that the same size or no? Underneath, bottom.
I always wonder if people can hear that dog. It's not our dog, by the way.
Cool.
All right. Nice.
So now we'll take the pickle fork and try to get the lower ball joint off.
Which is down here. And may we suggest that you absolutely get the pickle ball joint remover. We rented ours from what was it? AutoZone?
Yeah.
But we try to do it all kinds of ways beforehand, and even did a it was just a ball joint remover, right? Tool that wasn't big enough. So
try not to damage the rubber. God damn it. Ow.
Oh.
Grab the dead blow, hammer that up.
Okay.
There we go.
Easy peasy. Remove the two bolts.
Get the upper control on up.
Great job, baby. Nice.
All right.
Beautiful. So that's bad.
Well, we don't know if it's bad. It's just weird, and it sprayed grease all over the damn place. But there's no...
We should undo that and let air.
I don't have the tool to redo them.
Oh, it's not like our other ones.
Dang it.
See, I'm wearing gloves this time. Yeah, hopefully it's not punctured. Which I guess it wouldn't be, because if it wasn't, it wouldn't be caved in.
You'd think, right?
Yeah. But we lost a bunch of grease. I mean, this was all scattered everywhere. All right, time to remove the tie rod. much faster.
Mm-hmm. And there's the pickle fork.
Mm-hmm.
I ran to the store 3 times. That's 75.
Ouch, fuck.
That's good.
There's a car above me.
Mm-hmm. We installed these little booties, even though this one's covered by the big boot. Got them on all these, try to give our Heims a little more life. Not get all that road grime and dirt and everything in them. Just keep them nice and lubricated, but it does make installing them a little bit more tedious because you gotta move these lips out of the way. It's like these ones are more of a pain in the dick than like that one. She just nailed it. So we'll tighten that up and then get our boot on. And for the boot, on the other side we had to loosen the steering rack because it's pretty tight. So we're going to do that again over here, and we'll need to remove that to slide the boot on. I got a little ahead of myself because it looks cool. Excited.
It is so tight in there, and took many different attempts and strategies on the other side before figuring out this rotating way that he managed to get it on. Hopefully this helps you.
Stupid things on this side.
Oh, this time you got restrictions on both sides.
You want that straight?
Yep.
Oh, you know what? We didn't tighten these. Let's
Okay.
tighten those before we get the boot on. That'll make it a little hard, huh?
Oh yeah. Okay, now that we tighten that, looks like we are on.
Sick.
Good job, babe. Dang.
Nice boot.
I'm so impressed.
I know. Tighten the steering rack back down. One thing that you'll notice in these installation videos is you got to cut off the step shaft. I think that's what it's called. And you align this guide onto it and then thread the nut on and then cut the end of it off. But we have the 32 spline spicers. So here's the factory nut. And you want to cut it off right here at this lip. So while it seems like it's perfect, it's not. So what we'll do is we'll reuse the factory, put it on there, and then cut it off. There we go. And so I take that nut off, I'll dress it up just a little bit with a file, but it should be fine. Upper, lower, that in.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Not the right side. Oh, you know what?
Oh.
Forgot the O-ring.
Oh. The little guy that I brought, huh? This one?
That one.
Good catch, good catch.
Nice.
Very nice. Oh my goodness.
And shoulder.
What you got in there, baby? Sounds like sound. Oh Jesus, please stop.
I got it all torqued up. Now we got to do our double shear. And on these RPGs, there's this little step right here. And apparently that's not necessary. So we got to cut that off for the double shear side. I guess if you're doing single shear, this will fit in here, but you can't slide everything in with your double shear attachment on. So first we got to drill this out with 5/8 bolt to accommodate the 5/8 bolt, and then cut that guy off and maybe just take a tiny little bit off the top of these, and then we'll use picks to pry these around and get a nice snug fit to keep all the weather out. So we've already lubricated all this PTFE or Tri-Flow, whatever that shit is, and so everything's all good. In the event it's not certain what I was talking about, so the tie rod's got a taper, and these were set up originally for single shear to be versatile. So you try to put your bolt through there, ain't gonna work because this is all tapered, and 74 welds kind of a bit of a precision shop, and they do a really good job with shit. So I drill this out with a 5/8 and then tighten all those, and then my precision grinding on the misalignment joints will slide it right in.
Baby, you got it in there without drilling it out?
No.
Oh, up until, oh, because the, oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. We're back on track.
And any time I screw up like that, it's actually not a screw up, it's research and development. Probably a lot of people are dumb enough to believe that. It's not inferior products, it's research and development. I meant to do that. So it's like, I'm gonna cut the upright and break it for research and development. It's just that dedicated. So that's a 15/16, and the torque spec is 160 pounds per foot.
Take hold too tight. Jesus.
That's horsing around. That's the other channel.
Oh, finally. Damn. Whew.
Cool.
Easy peasy.
The instructions say to use one of their bolts for the sensor, use the factory bolt. These ones aren't the same and they don't fit. And again, it does go in the front, and don't swap the sides.
Mm-hmm. That's right, because initially that's what they were saying, to switch them out.
And that's on the last iteration or some previous generation of portals where the sensor was on the back.
Right.
So we'll fill up 300 mLs of 75/90 break-in fluid. Fun fact, it will drip out of here if you don't have the sensor in. We were just trying to get ahead, waiting on a call back from Chad, and I was like, let's just fill it up. And so we filled it up, and then we had to swap the sensors because they're not supposed to be swapped. And a ton of gear oil came out. So
just pour it out of there.
yeah. Okay. Okay, so
hold on. All right.
the replacement brake line 74 weld provides is going to go up in here. So you have a tubing wrench. I believe that's the tool you want to use, even if it's 40 or 50 years old. So Already topped off the brake fluid reservoir from the other side. And now we just gotta swap these as quickly as we can. There you go.
Nice.
Okay, so already got this side pulled and ready to bleed. Just got to do the same over here. Now we will start.
Right, getting ready to start on the back side. You're gonna need definitely clampers for the brake line, and you're going to need your 13 millimeter and 18 millimeters to be able to take out the brake line and the caliper. So first you want to pinch. You're on the soft side. Try to avoid losing as much brake fluid as possible.
We hardly lost any on the other side, right?
I know, yeah. I climbed it pretty good. I was pretty proud of myself.
Maybe I should go check. Just to make sure. Check that reservoir.
Make sure you got a little catch pan just in case.
Top this off.
You got a little washer there that you don't want to miss. I'm gonna pull that out. And then for the back, you're gonna use the 18. But one thing we learned is this will squirt out. If you're doing it, don't do it from here. You'll get it all over yourself.
We throw the banjo bolt in there before we start impacting it so it doesn't make a big mess.
Yeah.
Spin your foot.
Still splashed.
Yeah, I was looking at the holes like, well, now it's just going to spray sideways instead of...
Yep. But hey, at least it didn't get on my face.
Right.
Better yet, my mouth. I tend to smile a lot. And I got all over my teeth. All right. Right there. You did it one-handed on the other side. That's so much easier. Nice. Make sure keep that upright. Lots of fluid will spill out of that. All right. Nice. Now,
Dust cover with a 10 mil. Tightening it. Oops. Upside down. Makes it hard sometimes.
I even changed it.
Oh, sweet. I'll head down there in a bit.
Okay, cool.
Thanks. Thanks, mate.
What is that for?
That is for our lug nuts.
Our lug nuts?
So, with the new 1-ton bearing pack, everything is consistent with 1 ton now, which is good. A lot stronger. They didn't have any problems with the half-ton stuff, but, or I don't even know if this is half-ton. It's whatever the Bronco is. But they used to use Tacoma bearing packs, and now they're using F350 bearing packs. So you will need new lug nuts, which are much bigger. I want to say
14.
yeah, M14 by 1.5. So that's $300 worth of lug nuts we had to get.
Mm-hmm. Yes, spacer out.
Okay.
Now flip these over. Do I need to unbolt?
Now you should be able to go ahead and just start tapping it in a circle.
That's right. With the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
So now these guys?
No.
No. Which? These ones?
Yep.
Are they the ones that have no?
They're on the back.
Oh, okay. Apart.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
That is so rewarding.
Pull this little window. This is before I put anti-seize on it. So see, that's the groove. So that's what that snap ring is going to go into.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let's go ahead and flip it around. Try like that. There you go. Let's see, so before we get too carried, let's grab that gasket and put it on there so we don't forget it.
Hmm?
Big O-ring back there.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, it's a gasket, I meant O-ring. Grease all that up real quick. So, all greased up. Now let's see how she does on the snap ring. You're just going to spread it, push the opposite end in.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just getting one side in and not the other. That's what I kept doing. Well, with no help from anyone else at all, I managed to get the snap ring on, as Jeremy Clarkson would say.
No help from the film crew at all.
None.
You pull it out and you can do it?
Well, it was basically, sure, it was basically what was happening, but I just didn't know to like push it, so I kept trying to hook it back up and open it. This is what I love about him. See, he's all about me learning, and if there's a way for me to try to practice something or learn something, he's all about showing me how to do it and then letting me do it, and it's freaking awesome. Because I love learning stuff.
I can't get a grip with these.
It's okay. We can.
Yeah, they're pretty old.
We can move on. Next time, when we do another build.
Okay. So now we'll install those studs. Yep. We got red Loctite on the coarse side. You just put them in by hand first. Right there. Studs are in. No real torque spec for those besides get it tight. Now you're going to have to try to angle that middle part. Do we want it to be catching into the carrier? Don't ram it, just twist it and...
I'm gonna need you.
Okay.
It's good too heavy.
So, that twisted.
Beautiful.
And I've got it aligned with the carrier of the differential. Okay. Now we got these bad boys. What size were these?
Not 18.
Let's do a 22.
Nope. Too big. I think it's 19, but we don't have a 19. That's 18. That's not good enough.
I got it over there somewhere. Uh-oh. You're right, it was 19. 19. We weren't recording any of that.
Oh no.
So these get installed 22 millimeter, and the factory caliper bolt, which is 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this points downward. Use the 74 weld provided banjo bolt because they are a fine thread, not a coarse. And the caliper is coarse. There's 13.
14.
14. And the 74 weld's a 14. Is that a 3/8? Remember that'll twist as you tighten it. It's kind of, yeah. Easy. That's good. Okay.
Good?
No.
Oh.
Well, I guess it's not leaking. And we still got to hook up the caliper and the other brake line.
Oh.
Remember the brake fluid's going to come. Yep. Shit.
Oops.
The brake fluid will come through here into the other brake line down on the caliper.
That means I had a great click.
Yeah, we just don't want to damage anything. Brake line's right behind you.
I'm saying I'm proud of how well I clipped it.
Mm.
Okay.
So the straight side, as best I can tell, is what goes up here. And the other side goes onto the caliper.